Hello everyone, Randy here, and we've got the we'll call it the fourth take on the old 1986 Honda four-wheeler here. This time around we got a CDI box. We're going to be putting that in here this time. And for those of you who have not watched the previous videos on this quad, basically the main issue we've had is it runs for 10 to 20 minutes, shuts off, and will not restart for about an hour or two. Just after it refuses to restart. So take one, we rebuilt the carburetor. And yeah, that was one really bad carburetor, folks. That was really gummed up. That went pretty good. Cleaned that up. Really helped a lot. Next, we rebuilt the cylinder here. Re-sleeve cylinder, new piston in here. That really made a big difference for starting. It starts up really good now, whereas before it did not like to start up really good. Third take, we put a new ignition coil in there. And ever since doing that, it runs for 5 minutes, and then it dies and will not restart. So about 5 minutes is all we can get out of it now. So that seems to have made a difference, although I don't know if difference for the better. So yeah, it runs for about 5 minutes. It does run good during those 5 minutes, I'll note. Before it was kind of missing and idling erratically. Now it actually seems to run really good, but only for 5 minutes. So we'll see if the CDI box here does it or not. If it doesn't, I am quickly running out of options here because there's not much else. Unless there's some bad wire in here somewhere, but I've done my best to trace it all. It seems like it's all good. I did check the, there's the, I think it's pulse generator or something like that they call it, on the, I guess it's, I don't know if it's by the flywheel or where it is exactly, that, creates the pulse that sends it to the, CDI box and ignition coil and tells the spark plug to fire. I did test that, and there's a pulse coming out of it, and there's no difference in the pulse when it's running good versus when it will not run. So I don't think that's it in here. I'm pretty sure it's something after that. So, and from what I can tell on the electrical diagram, the only thing after that is the CDI box, then the ignition coil, then the spark plug. So right, let's get this in here, and we'll see if this makes a difference or not. Okay folks, I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see here, but the CDI box is basically right up here, and I've got the camera as low as it'll go. It's basically right under the gas tank here, which I don't want to take off again, so it should be pretty simple to get this off. Just a rubber mount on there. Slide it off, so there it is. We'll take the new one here, and here's what the new one looks like. It's orange. I don't know what the orange theme is here with the new electronics, but I mean the ignition coil is orange. This is kind of a little bit darker orange, but and we'll see once if I can get the rubber piece. Assuming that comes off somehow. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'll pry that off another time. We'll just stick this on here for now. I don't think it'll hurt anything if it just lays there. Okay, let's get the quad fired up here, and we'll see once if it stays running. Okay, we're going to fire it up here, but before I do, for those of you curious, here is the wiring diagram. If you want to pause the video and just look at it. So far we've changed the ignition coil and now the CDI, the capacitor discharge ignition unit. So that's what we just changed. One thing left that somebody did suggest, maybe the rectifier. We can look at that once. Basically we're going in order of an expensive parts here. Ignition coil, I think that was like $8 on eBay. Not Honda. I think the Honda one was like 100 and something. CDI box, that was fairly expensive, $90 on eBay. The Honda one, I think it was like 160 or 180, something like that. But anyway, we're going to see if this will start up here. Fuel is on, I do believe. Yep. It is cold out, like 20 degrees cold out. So. Not quite running right. Let's give it a little choke here. By the way, the carburetor, I had that reset back to the default position. For those of you wondering, I do have that back to where it's supposed to be. is starting, but it's not staying running. This is on, right? Yep, okay. It's like it's not getting fuel here because I got the choke all the way out. Try it again. Okay, I don't know why I was backfiring like that. The old CDI box, it was running perfectly fine with the ignition coil. And I've got this on full choke, so I wonder if I got something wrong with the carburetor here. Let me check that out in a moment, and then let's try this again. Okay, folks, after puttering around here, I can't really find nothing wrong with the carburetor. So I put the original CDI box back on there. Let's see if that makes a difference or not. Starting no choke. Well, at least you start anyway. So let's see what happens here. And there you go, folks, it died. And I'm guessing it probably won't restart here. Now, I don't know why I can't get my timing light here to register. Oh, that is on there good. Yeah, this thing always used to work. Here, I just clamp this around the plug wire there, and it tell me if it was firing or not. So that's kind of disappointing. Voltage here seems to be good. I did stick my probe down into the red wire here coming off the rectifier there in the back. It's reading a nice even voltage there, 14.43 I believe it was saying. Now it's obviously going down. Now it's sparking, interesting. Okay, just for the fun of it here, I'm going to take the new CDI box, where did I lay that? I'm going to put that back on there, just see if it'll restart now. Okay, I got the new CDI box hooked back up here again. Let's see what happens. I mean, if it does start, it's probably not going to run well, based on how it was running when you first had it. Okay, it's not even saying nothing with the new box. That's interesting. Oh, there, it said something. I don't know if that's a good test or not, though, because like I said, when we put the new one on, it didn't want to run in the first place, so it's probably really flooded out at the moment, too, by the way. Or see that or even hear me. I'll leave it running, we'll see what happens. Okay everyone, it's been, I don't know how long, but it's still running, so. Like I say, I forgot to check the time when I started it here, but it's probably been running for 20 minutes. Non-stop, sounds great. I'm not quite going to call it fixed yet. We'll definitely have to run it some more because it definitely had some issues starting with that new CDI box. I don't know, maybe there's just some crap with the spark plug. We may need to clean that up and running it help that or something. I don't know. We'll have to look into this some more. Okay, everyone, we're going to try starting here again. I just finished with lunch here, so it's probably been sitting here for about an hour or so. It's probably, yeah, it's actually still warm yet. Like I said, it is quite cold out here, and I want to see if it'll restart here. Now we have the new CDI box in there yet. Okay, I'm just going to let that run. We'll see what happens. Okay folks, I'm getting a little sick of listening to this running here. I'm working on some other stuff. It's probably been running for about a half hour now. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to say with that, other than I think the CDI box must have something to do with it. I just don't like how it started up the first time we put it in there, so I guess we'll just have to, we'll let it cool down completely so it's 100% cold again. We'll see what it does then when it's cold, if it'll start up this time with the new CDI box. But for now, I think we'll wrap up the video here, folks. We might have it fixed. If we do, we'll put all the fenders and stuff and seat back on. And yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, folks, if you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.